Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke with the call.
Greetings, everyone. Kevin Harlan here alongside my partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you join us. Starting lineups, here they are, presented by State Farm. First for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd is out there with Rudy Fernandez. And they've got Tyson Chandler, the big man, in the middle. He's a big part of that presence down low. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4 slot. And for Miami, Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. And the man in the middle from UNLV, Joel Anthony. They look to him to provide that necessary presence down low. And it's LeBron James, and it's Bosh in at the power forward.
Dallas really played a lot of zone defense last year, and I thought it worked out well for them, especially with the personnel they brought in. Tyson Chandler manning the paint really helped that club.
So Dallas will get the first possession. Lets it fly, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Steve, back to Dallas. Sometimes a team needs to find an identity on defense, and they found that last year with the zone. That was a little clever trick, Clark Kellogg, that Rick Carlisle, the coach of the Mavs, inserted in that team.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the zone, it fit their personnel. You can't overlook the impact that Tyson Chandler has had on their defensive disposition. They have guys that have length that can cause problems in the passing lane. So the zone defense just made some sense.
A good way to get things started here.
Steve, always nice to get the first points up on the board. At least I felt that way.
Wade outside. Here's Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
You know, when you talk to people around the Mavs, prior to last season, they had a choice as to whether to acquire Al Jefferson or Tyson Chandler. And they chose Chandler, and they're happy about it.
Here's LeBron. The shot no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Tries to save it. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
On the defensive end of the court, guys, he said the effort would be anchored by their big men, who he expects to wreak a little havoc in the low post with their shot-blocking prowess. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, you know what? I think the game plan for a lot of teams, really good teams, starts with good D. So it's pretty much what I expected to hear.
And for this club, that's the way it should be. I mean, they need to send a message defensively right away. When you take it to your opponents on the defensive end of the floor, it sets the tone early.
Tyson Chandler had a very big impact on the Mavericks defensively. In fact, Steve, they said he was the soul of that team.
I thought Tyson Chandler completely changed the culture in Dallas. I mean, they were a decent defensive team without him, but with him, they were one of the best in the league. He clogged the lane, he rotated, he protected his teammates, and he gave them a toughness, kind of a swagger at the defensive end of the floor that they didn't have before.
Here's Kidd. Just over 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Defended by Chalmers. Kidd passes to Chandler. Takes it up for the stuff.
Well, not much of a job there protecting the rim. I mean, poor.
Well, they just pretty much opened the door for him.
Yeah, he didn't waste the opportunity, did he?
You know, you look at the stops in Carlisle's coaching career, guys. I mean, almost every year he's good for 50-plus wins, no matter who he's coaching, but never able to get the team all the way to the top until last season. You can't help but be happy for him.
Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Miami. Here is Kidd. Wade picks him up. Outside Kidd. Defended by Chalmers. Kidd kicks to Nowitzki. From downtown. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, back to Rick Carlisle for a moment. You know, it's funny because he had trouble finishing off strong seasons just like the Mavs, but they were able to accomplish their goals when they got together and brought home the title to Dallas.
Here's Terry, following the basket by Chris Bosh. Hobbs the alley-oop pass. And they're moving it up. Terry dishes to Marion, out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Kidd. Defended by Chalmers. It's stolen by Wade. And here are the Heat now. Makes the lead pass. LeBron with the bucket.
Such an aggressive player. I just love the way he explodes to the rim.
Here's Kidd. Looking for his first bucket of the game.
You know, the big 3 in Miami had a tremendous amount of success in year 1. They didn't reach the 70-win mark, which I think was crazy for people to be talking about anyway, but they still managed to get 58 of them.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Back to the Heat. 30 of those wins were at home. Very strong team, Steve, in Miami.
Well, that home record was good for 3rd best in the Eastern Conference, and I think they're actually looking to improve on that record this year.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Miller comes in for LeBron. Eddie House subbed in for Mario Chalmers.
What a great job playing the passing lane.
Deflected. Stolen by Haywood. Here's the break. Here's Terry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, plenty of contact there. Easy call.
Steve, when you miss a shot like that, you know he got hit on the way up. You know, Terry turning in another good year for the Mavs last season, Kevin. Contributed about 16 points a game and shot it quite well from deep, all off the bench.
And he can't get the first one. Going back to Terry, Steve, he was big for them in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, he sure was, Kevin. I mean, in the finals, you know, Dirk took home the MVP trophy, and it was much deserved. But without Terry, there's no way Dallas wins. He was stellar, particularly in that closeout Game 6, where he carried his team in the first half. Jason Terry has had such a consistently productive career. He now has 11 straight campaigns where he's averaged better than 12 points per game. So he's a guy who you know what you're going to get from each and every night.
Now here's Terry. 1:03 left to play here in the first. To the paint. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
.58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Steve just talked about Terry's consistency. It's always good, Clark, to have someone you know is going to come off that bench and going to get points for you every night. That consistency.
No mystery, no puzzle with JT. Jason Terry is bringing you offense, high-level energy, and shot making.
Miller against Marion. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, they're finding the open man. Unselfish play. I like it.
Yeah, I love it too. Teamwork and evidence there, right on full display. A big percentage, a high percentage of their baskets have come off assists.
Open look. And Dallas again with the bucket. Miami trailing. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot from game clocks. And that one's good by Bosch. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Here is Barea, following the basket by Chris Bosch. Offline from the top of the key. And here's Miller outside, and that one's good. Miller's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Heat out front, up 4.
Yeah, this team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch.
And we'll be back in just a moment.